This is disgusting.
I'm fucking good.
I know.
Come here.
Sean.
No, like, look, if you die, that's pussy wasted. Come here and stay here. Please, alright.
I think he needs. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I know. I'm just fucking sick of these people trying to fuck me and put me in jail at the same time.
I'm eager to die.
I'd rather fucking die, honestly.
No. Stay behind. Stay behind.
Fuck you. No, I already have someone that actually loves me and takes care of me that not well enough, obviously.
What instrument is that, John? Alright, bro, you're dead. You guitar funky.
Didgeridoo, right?
It is a China floor from a China girl.
She left it in your house and you're just blowing at it. Fucking idiot. You're gonna get STDs. My friend.
Rose, come on.
Daddy, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, she like always the behavior that I'm saying to her at least tell me.
No, this is typical behavior between 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's not typical. What she's doing is her spiral.
Danny, can you remove John from the room? He's recording the room.
It's a depression or that.
Wait, you're at Dunkin' Donuts?
It's only
How do you know so fast?
shit is only leads to violent orders getting older. That's the meal that we have in America. You just not only eating yourself and you're making yourself old. That's telling you on this app and screaming the same thing. You're eating yourself out of it.
Crunching out like this in a fucking car.
Danny, if you crash out like this every single day for months, years, you're gonna age rapidly and look old as fuck. You're gonna look 60 years old by the time you're 40.
That's not bullshit, bro.
No, that's the fact. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I don't get why is people afraid of cyborgs?
And you're white and you're vaccinated.
So she has the best of 3 worlds.
Danny, you're fucked. If you don't stop this shit now, you're fucked. You're white, you're vaccinated, and you're in a negative self-talk spiral. You're gonna age. Vaccine is already aging you to 25 plus years. You need to stop. This is out of love. You're white. You age fast as fuck.
Hey, Lord, did Tivo get banned?
Close enough.
Lord White. No, did he get banned off the app?
I think so.
Because a new account added me.
Yeah, he did. No, but Danny, like, man, it's
Danny, like,
sad.
I
That's why I'm trying to tell you some shit. Like, I'm trying to ask you questions. Understand like, if you're in a delusional state or what.
But she's in
All this shit that you're saying, Danny, you coming on the app and screaming and being mad every day and increasing your cortisol levels in your body. You're aging yourself rapidly by doing that. Like, seriously, only 25 years out of your life, too. And you
John, can you stop doing that shit, bro?
this shit's gonna give you horrible skin. You're gonna have wrinkles. You're gonna look old as fuck if you continue doing this every day consecutively. Having high levels of cortisol in your body. You're gonna look old as
She's
fuck.
not even listening to somebody talking. She's clearly bored.
Oh yeah. Danny, if you keep talking like this, you're gonna look old as fuck. You're gonna be looking like a 70-year-old woman at 40.
Do you understand that I have really small telomeres? Do you understand that they're short?
Don't trust me the way you talk. Don't trust me. They're
Danny,
wrong.
can you give me a green bean?
Your biological age
I
probably
called you
50.
like all night and you just ignored me.
Well, this is my other profile, you dumbass.
I'm literally calling you on this one.
No, you fucking haven't. I switched accounts so I don't think about how lucky.
I know you did.
Just
And I called
check
you
it.
because you guys
On
figured it
that.
out last night.
That's why I told Blue to come to this room.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'm worried about it.
Give me a green bean.
No.
Yeah, this account, this is my old account. I was able to log into it to get into Bathhouse Bucket.
That means I've only known you for 2 years.
This is the
You
owner
know
of
that?
that bathhouse.
Yeah, so can you give me a greenie so I can remove John? I can remove John from the room. The vaccine and everything.
Hey, Kitover, can I get leadership in your house?
It's not my house. That's
Then
Steve.
get up.
John, it's time for you to get your retarded ass out of here, you fucking weirdo.
Positive devils with God positive. Same dialect, but I get what you're saying. We're not talking about everyone else. We're just dissecting Judaism. We can talk about
Because you're on whatever you think, right? That's what your problem.
I don't. I have a lot of respect for Jews actually. And,
No, I didn't say it was good or bad. I just say you have a hyper focus on it because
the title of the room.
That delayed the next Saw movie, but that's how good Saw 10 was, is that it got the series back on track. So that's pretty cool.
जिना की सिर्फ बात की थी और वो दोनों साइडों से है आपके पास लैक ऑफ नॉलेज है कि आपने सिर्फ मर्द को समझ लिया है लेकिन वो ऐसा नहीं है समझ रहे हैं आप
Not lack of knowledge, lack of understanding बोल सकते हैं आप.
चलो लैक ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग कह लो
love you, bro.
Yeah. अगर इंजी भाई हैं हमारे यहाँ कोई बात है.
ये क्या कहते हैं? अच्छा चलो इंजी भाई.
या मेरा सवाल चार्ली भाई छोड़ो वो सवाल.
अच्छा ठीक है.
कत्ल पे बात थी मैं कत्ल पे सवाल करना चाह रहा था. ठीक है क्योंकि अब भाई आप लोगों ने इस्लाम पे बात करने लग गए.
सर देखें अच्छी इंटेलेक्चुअल बात करेंगे तो अच्छी बात होती है
आपको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है सुपर चार्जर मेरे भाई वो आप
Don't try to make the nigga.
Because the thing is, you've been searching outward instead of seeking within.
We are all one in this universe.
Right.
I mean, there are the natural.
So when you gonna actually start having the awareness? Are you gonna speak about that? When you gonna start actually having?
Yeah, and my wife can't kiss nobody.
All right, so what's fornication?
Fornication is unlawful sex act. So
And card games.
Fornication is an unlawful sex act, Simone, like the stuff that I was just reading off in Leviticus.
All right, so real quick question. So when a woman is performing fellatio on another woman with her fingers penetrating in a certain area with this.
that people believe that when you vote that you vote and you putting people in office that you have something to do. God is the one that allow it, or God is the one that puts them in office. No man has the power to do it. That's scripture.
Well, let's say this though. Let's say this though. Our domain. This is not God's domain. That's why when we pray, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Because we have to pray, we have to allow God's will to be done in our realm. Because remember, in Genesis 1, he gave man dominion over the earth. This is man's dominion.
Wait. You said we.
Content of this universe spiritually, like a spiritual dimension to it. I think we all don't know about it. So you cannot claim to have like a complete knowledge about it and then build on that by saying I have to be one with that dimensional or that spiritual dimension.
I'm saying you have to be one with the one. You have to.
No,
I'm not saying you have to be.
That's
You don't have to be in it. It's your choice. You have to free will.
And I
You
know,
don't have to
of
be.
course it is my choice. Then why do religious folks have a problem with atheists? When you're saying that you have to be, that's a demand.
I'm not telling you
my
you have to
manager
be.
listen to me. If you are my manager in the company where we work and you tell me you have to do something, then I have to listen to you because you happen to be a person with the power over me. and I have to listen to what you say, obey the rules. But when you're telling me with the same language that you have to be one with that spiritual dimension, whatever it is out there in the universe, and I tell you, how can you prove that so that your demand has an effect? You cannot prove anything. So why you say that I have to do that? That's one. Two, the idea that we have to be one with the universe proposes that we don't need many, hundreds of different religions that contradict amongst each other, and each one of them claim to know something about this spiritual dimension more than the other one, when we can innately know about that spiritual dimension.
Hey,
what is the point of religions in that case?
All right, let me give you some awareness. Let me try to give you, this gonna simplify everything. Let me try to give you some awareness right now.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you this the best awareness I'm gonna give you tonight. Okay? You know how you asking for proof of God? If you need proof of the source, ask yourself then who's the one asking for it? When you have that awareness, that very awareness you have, the spirit.
On a side note, morbid, I was just curious, if we can have multiple cultures, why can't we have multiple religions?
Because different religions are reflections to the psychological, to the social and psychological needs for the different cultures.
So are cultures, right? And cultures are also contradictory. Cultures are also very different. For example, China loves to eat dogs. We love to keep dogs as pets. Very contradictory, very against each other, fundamental differences. But that culture exists and ours exists. And I'm not saying just because I'm asking you this question that I'm agreeing to whatever Truth is saying. I'm just curious on a separate side note about why can't we have religions?
No, different cultures and religions are not the same material.
I know.
They're not the same material, let's say. But when you say like, yeah, I know. They try to understand like the metaphysical existence, if there is anything called metaphysical, but they interpret it in a different ways or different attempts based on their cultural and the language that they have, that they can reflect whatever ideas that they have in their heads, using that language to reflect what is out there in the universe. So the language that was used in Quran reflects heavily the desert and the dryness and the hardness of life in Arabia. And it's heavily reflected there, right? So the culture reflects what you want to say religiously. Now the problem is that how do you indicate or tell or prove that these things, the religious texts, are actually coming from the beyond or coming from the above the nature, whatever the physical?
Of course they're not. That's not the question. Of course they're not. But I was just sort of coming exactly. You actually kind of made half of my point, because cultures are so intertwined with religion. It's kind of in our world that we live in today. It's almost not realistic to say that we should have one religion. What's the point of multiple religions which contradict each other? Against truth. Truth said a lot of other stuff that you can.
No, but what he was saying, what he was saying, action is that we all should be like as one with that spiritual dimension of this universe, and to know it as the ultimate truth. If we all need to know this one truth, then why do we have different religions that try to represent it in a contradictory way? You see the point?
Yeah, but he's not going to get that point. It's too nuanced for him.
I was just elaborating on it.
Right. I would love for you to further take this, but can you ask Truth maybe more details about the spirit, more this God or the functions and etc.?
Yeah, because I don't talk about all that other stuff. I talk about the spirit.
Yeah, fair. So could you tell us a little more about like the duties of these spirits, for example? Like, is it responsible for like what? The Big Bang, or physically, like, because as far as we know, humans make other human beings. So where is God involved in that process, or are you going to say God is everywhere?
So what are you asking, brother?
I'm asking, like, what is this God about? What is this spirit about? What does it do? What's the
Are
function?
you asking about yourself?
No, I'm asking about this God that you talk about.
Well, the God that I'm talking about is literally a reflection of you. Like the God that with my awareness, I know the spirit is talking through you, trying for me to awaken you. But I'm trying to see how can I awaken your awareness. Most people have lost of awareness. Y'all people need to be, first off, you need to be aware of your true identity. You need to be, most people are too stuck on the physical, when in reality, we are all spirit.
Right. I kind of see what you're saying, but then what you're saying is awareness also equals to knowing about God, for example, right?
Knowing about, okay, you said knowing about God. You said, okay.
Yeah,
Who's your best friend?
So is that
Who's your best friend?
Is according to you, or is it knowing about yourself, or is it knowing about your community? Like,
It's about knowing. It's about knowing. When you wake up to this awareness, you start knowing that you existed as one with the word, which is God. You were never non-existent. You were always here. People just tend to be, a lot of people forgot their true self. So it's just like they forgot about God. A lot of people forgot about God when God was already there.
so if there's a fire, are you gonna pray to God that God please make that fire go away, or are you going to go get work on it, and so work on the fire?
When you walk with God, when you in alignment with the Most High, no fear like that. No fear like that comes into my life. I'm protected with this from this source, from all doings. So I don't think like, so I would not have that.
You will never call a plumber. You'll never call an electrician.
Yes, I go to the doctor for myself because I have to take care of my physical, my vessel.
But your vessel is God. Your vessel, like, isn't God in you? Shouldn't God take care of your vessel?
Operates through love.
Right. So shouldn't God automatically take care of your vessel?
He's taking care of my vessel, helping me get to the doctors.
It's not your vessel, actually, right? If everything is made by God, it's technically not your vessel, it's God's vessel. So God should take care of his own or her or its own vessel.
Me going to the doctors is God helping me take care of my vessel.
But it's not your vessel. According to your own statements, it's God's vessel, right? God comes and also stays in that vessel. So why is God not taking care, or God not doing its own bit of taking care of that vessel?
The taking care of already been taken care of.
Okay.
Actually, this reminds me, if you allow me, with the past. A human being without a God is a human being without a God. A God without a human being is nothing. Because if you notice this, you always have to remember God. You always have to search God. You always have to be in oneness with God. Like, as if God is there in the corner and nobody's looking at him, and we're trying to remind one another that there's this God over there and we have to approach him or something. So it's true, in my opinion.
You have to remember.
Right, and I'm going to be frank, Morbid, this conversation that you were having earlier is more like Deepak Chopra. You're having a conversation with Deepak Chopra, who's talking about his own world, of how they see it and how they think is right. Now that's okay, that's totally fine, because we all have our own delus. But it's just that when you really are trying to, like when you really live in that delulu, so to say, sorry to use that word, then it starts feeling like it's, and I can't blame Joe for that, because he lives that, whatever sex and things with Joe.
Well, that's why the idea that philosophy rose and started to equip itself with ideas to debate religion, because religion is a very easy material that can flow in different directions, uncontrolled, untested, with big words and claims there in the metaphysics.
True, but he's
Now,
not
when
here.
philosophy, yeah. No,
He's
I'm not
not
saying
here.
here.
He's not here to
Just
debate. He's not saying he's here to spread the message.
I understand that. Respectfully, I think we've all heard him that he wants to say the same thing over and over, that
I'm
you
not
have
putting
to
no doctor.
remember. Yeah, we have to remember God. In his own terminology, which is also fine and understandable. But generally speaking, the conflict, in my opinion, is between philosophy and religion, not between science and religion, because science deals with phenomena. Philosophy deals with the thing in itself, or as known as the noumena, and had prepared itself with different layers of arguments against the claims that religion seemed to be knowing well. Let's put it this way.
Alright, I'm gonna call this one. I'm gonna call this one a win. You had, I don't know, Andrew. This was a really good one, man. This one goes down the history books. I think that it's like really good that he's teaching this guy like Neoplatonic philosophy. But I don't
No, Congress, you're right. I think sometimes I haven't seen the movie A Few Good Men, but there's a line in it, apparently, and the guy's like, I want the truth. And the guy's like, you can't handle the truth. Well, I think that's what's going on. I don't think that Morbid and Carlos in action are able to handle what the truth has been putting down.
I think it's more like that book I got called Ordinary Men, where they like set out, on this like noble task of like fighting in the military and stuff, and like helping people, and they end up realizing like, where there's no laws, we like are freaking killing people, or like having fun, raping people. So this is like insane that we can get to this point.
What truth are you referring to, Andrew?
Would you wake up, Andrew? I feel like
He's one row down from you, and that's the truth I'm talking about, Morbid. And I think lest I reveal my cards too, hastily and leave such a strong impression, I think we're gonna have to keep that under wraps, a little closer to the chest, if you know what I mean, Morbid. It's the honor. What is it? It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but it's the honor of kings to search it out. Something like that. So that being said, Truth, thank you for that, brother. It was very good. Converse, where did you want to go? Morbid, I hear you loud and clear. Trust me, my brother. Where do you want to go, Converse?
Albedo debates money.
Oh, you want to hear? Oh, Albedo. Converse is like, Converse is kind of a little quiet. He sounds like he's a little timid, but he's very similar to people that have a J at the beginning of the name of these people, and they have a W at the end, and it's 3 letters. They kind of operate in the background and pull the strings. So he wants to hear Albedo speak. Oops, sorry about that.
J has a W.
Andrew, I got a question. Can I just ask a question? To the guy, he says truth. I think his name like Acton or whatever, something like that. What is truth to you? What is truth to y'all?
That's a really good question. Yeah, I think Albedo should answer.
Yeah, Albedo, go ahead and answer. I'll just say I say about what is that it is, and say about what is not that it is not, and if I do, insofar as I do that, I have said the truth. If I say about what is. If I say about what is that it is, and I say about what is not that it is not, that is the truth. But anyway, go ahead, Albedo.
Morbid, Albedo.
No, thanks.
Oh, no, whoa. Converse said he would like like to hear you, and you're shutting down Congress. He has a lot of power. He can make things happen. Albedo, if you want to hear something,
to make some money.
yeah.
Turn in your Pokeball badge.
Morbid, you know what, like the people that you say F to, and like my brother I-Chan down in the bottom left, like those people.
My interpretation.
Okay, go ahead and do that, and then we'll hear Daniel Nero, because Daniel Nero's been waiting to get in on this, and we got brother I-Chan and whatnot. But go ahead.
It's gonna be fast. So when people don't even know, when they keep throwing around truth and all this, the word truth and all that, they don't even know that literally truth is the source, the word. The truth isn't about God. The truth is God. It don't have to deal with no religion or no Bible. The truth is like, it's external. It's the internal. It's what they say in the book. I am. It's the awareness. It's about having the awareness that everything exists within. The truth is literally the source being aware of itself through you. Do you get that?
Gosh, I love it. Truth, can I ask you, and then we'll go right to Daniel Nero. Daniel Nero, you hope you're buckled up, brother. Is he even here? Yeah, he's here. Good. There's three words I'm hoping you would say, if you wouldn't mind. One would be ask, the other one is earth, and the other one is truth. And I think you might have just, if I interpreted you correct, did you just say truth? TROOF? Was that a word that you just used?
Are you really doing it? It's this occasion.
Because they have a couple drinks of the bacon, so now they wanna kiss all the
just as much as the star who has learned to live in harmony with the Tao. Not a form of amulet technology. Prove that it was legal. But listen to the thing. What's the immigrant alien invasion?
Show where we'll be reading from Karen Jan. Effortless. Let go with the assumption you are a limited body, mind possessed with a particular lifespan. 81 verses by Lao Tzu.
Bigotry, they should not be stumbling on leather straps and ancient.
Of course not. Why would Kitover running in the sea? Because it is the unchanging background of all appearances. So God and men
This is what
have given us a mind to apprehend and act. The mind. Dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull.
You just ripped a fart on YouTube Live. Okay, that's the end of my whole show. I'm exhausted. Good night. Go to johnforcongress.com. Trumpet blast. Okay, good night. Go to johnforcongress.com.